Hello, everybody. Welcome to. I don't know what the
Jesus
fuck was that
Christ,
one.
what are you doing?
Anyways, I don't know. Anyways,
Okay.
welcome to another episode of Three Nerds on a Sunday with three nerdy friends talking about all things nerd, geek, and pop culture related. I am one third of the nerd, Sonny. With the other two that make up the round table of the nerdisms. I don't know. Frank and Manny. What's up, guys?
What the fuck was that? What
It's
was
all
Yeah,
that?
right, man.
uh,
Trying to
I
improvise
don't.
here.
I don't know. I just go off the hip now.
Oh god.
That's all right. Oh God. Let him,
Content, baby. Content.
let him do
Golden.
it. It's okay.
Condoms? Condom babies? Babies for condoms? What?
No, I would have that one on you, weirdo.
Oh.
Content. Content. Pew pew pew.
Okay.
Mm.
Let's just forget about all that.
All
I
right.
think it was a Freud.
Don't be trying to get
So
all fancy with your college education over here.
I got my GED, sir. So what's going on with you guys?
I don't even
I,
know.
I'm in the
I almost
mood.
went to a movie,
Anyway,
but then we flaked out.
Yeah.
good.
Tell everyone
You
what
chose.
movie you almost went to go see.
Ugh.
Ah,
I, for the record, wanted to see
Tenet?
Tenet or New Mutants as a compromise, but SO over there wanted to see Unhinged, and I'm like, dude, you could watch that like on a rainy day, man. Why the hell would you go see? Out of all the things, we haven't been able to go see movies. You want to go see Unhinged? And it wasn't
I
really that. It
had
was just like we just didn't want to. After all, we're just like, nah, let's just not do it. So we didn't.
I
it's
had
just
no
funny
idea
if
what
you were
Unhinged
gonna
was.
Okay.
guys. Road Rage Russell Crowe. So
Nice.
basically his 20. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad it's not the movie you risk your life to go see. If it was Tenet, all right, I guess
I
go
know.
see the blockbuster that's bringing back movies.
If it was me, that's what it would have been. But
Hmm.
we were
And
actually gonna
you know,
do. I did break her down to New Mutants, but then we kind of flaked out. So
well, I guess that's a win. I guess somewhere.
I was looking at the tickets, and it was extremely empty. Like they are blocking it, and there's less capacity available, but overall, nobody was buying anything,
Hmm.
even for like Tenet and
Anything.
Mutants. No, not really. I mean, as far as I could tell, it wasn't. It wasn't really even with their limited capacity. There was still a ton of seats.
I know New Mutants was only drew in like $12 million, so
Yeah.
not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Nope.
No, I don't even know what
But yeah. So
Tenet brought in.
I didn't do it.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just good. Well, again, I don't. People in movie theaters. Even with when the world was not sick, they're still annoying and pain in the butt. So I can only imagine now. So I'm gonna avoid movie theaters for a while.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
Last
They
thing
did
I want is someone
extend.
to be on the phone and
They did extend my stubs until February because it was supposed to end in July, I think.
Oh
oh,
yeah, I forgot
awesome.
about that.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
they extended it for me. But and then I have free popcorn and free large drink for my birthday, but we didn't do it. So
Well, one day we'll go back to our old routine of
yeah,
Red Robin in the movies or Opera House in the movies, which I don't know which is better, but they're both fun.
yeah. Anyway,
Anyway, what's going on with you, buddy?
Not much, man. Not
you look
much.
tired, man.
Oh, I am. Oh, I am.
Yeah, man.
I was watching. It's not really a nerd out, so I'll say it now.
Okay.
I was watching Lovecraft Country, and
Mhm.
or it's a country or county. I
Country.
don't know. Country, and I don't know much about Lovecraft, so it's
Yeah.
kind of interesting so far. Um,
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm a little bit more than halfway through the first episode.
Oh, okay.
So they're showing a lot about how everything was segregated, segregated, and all that.
Segregated, yeah.
So yeah, so it's interesting so far. So
Yeah.
I like it.
Nice.
Not too much weird stuff happened until like the first couple scenes. Something weird just happened, and my head went. So that was kind of cool. I kind of like that. I don't know much about Lovecraft, and
Yeah.
this is just going to take me on kind of like a spin.
I don't really know that much. I mean, I just know some of the monsters, but I'm not like read up on them really that much.
Yeah, I don't know where this is going to take me whatsoever. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of fun not knowing for once.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we'll see
Like
how it
knowing.
goes. Maybe I'll become a nerd out.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
We'll
maybe.
see. Tune in next week. So I guess
All right.
with all the catching up we did, let's move on to our news section of the show, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Professor Juan, would you like to go first?
Oh, sure, I'll go first. The Xbox price and release date was at first leaked, and then it was confirmed. Did you guys hear about this or no?
Yes.
There's gonna be
I think so.
there's gonna be what they call a Series S, which is like the little brother version. And that
And
one's
also the digital version.
yeah, it's all digital. It is like a third of the size of the X, and then it's $300. And does it come with Game Pass for like a year or no? I'm not exactly sure, but
So they're doing pricings, like they're doing financing that
yeah.
includes Game Pass.
Hmm.
Once you start talking about the specs, I'll give my 2 cents on it. Spoiler
Yeah.
alert: I'm not impressed.
No, because the Series S is probably like I don't know, like I mean, it's not even as powerful as the One X, which was the upgrade model that Microsoft did a few years ago. So it's underpowered, and I don't know if it can play every game. I don't think we're really sure, but
Yeah, I think
and
it's
then
gonna
I
play
think there's
every game.
no 4K either on it. Um, a bunch of other cutbacks. You know what I mean? I mean it is 300, and I think the Series X is 500. So it's $200 difference.
Big difference.
But still, I mean it's I don't know. I mean you lose so much.
Right. Again, why do we need a new gen? I don't understand. Anyways, do you know about the specs? I'm not like a big spec guy, so you guys
No,
fill
I
me.
just knew the highlights like no 4K and less teraflops, which I don't even fully understand teraflops.
Mhm.
It's just like a unit of power, I guess, but it's not clear like because then when people like video game channels they start covering this stuff,
Mhm.
they will say like, well, a teraflop doesn't mean that it's better graphics, and it's like, well, then what the hell does it mean? So it's like I think it's partly like potential, but I don't know, other stuff too.
Mark.
But either way,
I
it
think it's
is
marketing.
pretty underpowered. Um, so yeah, that's really all I know, and that's really the news that I had. But for us, I don't think it's something that we're interested in.
No, I think
No,
it was
not
one of
even.
those to really compare or to compete with the people that still want the new games that they're going to come out with.
Yeah,
It's really for the kids, man. It's for the kids, for the parents that maybe
yeah,
don't want to spend $500
or can't. Yeah.
or can't spend $500, and that leads me to what they also announced. I believe it was. Let me go back to my text because I was talking about it with a couple of my people. And apparently, I've turned into a PlayStation fanboy because
Not
I
really.
wasn't impressed by this at all.
I wasn't.
Um, the pricing came out. I'm trying to find the pricing for it. I'm almost there because I just saw the pricing, or I just saw
Sure.
my breakdown. So Series S is going to be $25 a month, and then Series X is going to be $35 a month. Which
What?
this will help you pay off the console, whichever console you go with. It will also give you Xbox Gamer Pass. Is that what it's called, Frank?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's called Game Pass.
So Game Pass, which is now Xbox Live and all that. This is my math. So for the Series X, it's $35 over 24 months. That's $840. All right. 840 minus 500, which is what the system costs, is $340. So $340 of that is Game Pass. 340 divided by 24 months, that equals $14.16. So you're basically saving 83 cents a month.
Yeah.
Let me do the 83 cents over 83 over 24. You're saving $20 by just doing it this way.
I mean, is there any interest over that time period or no?
I doubt there's any interest with this.
Mm.
I went a little bit
like,
further.
I think.
Yeah, no. I went a little bit further. I wanted to see how much an Xbox Live Game Pass Ultimate is for 12 months. And it looks like it's $52.
52?
52. So,
it's a lot.
I mean, that's for a year. That's for a year. So, what did I say? It was 340, right? Is that what my math came out to be?
Yeah, I believe so.
So 340. So 14, 16. No, I'm sorry. Let me just do 340 divided by 2. It's $170, dude. So you save 118 just by getting the Game Pass Ultimate for a year for $52. Like, it doesn't make sense. My friends who I'm talking to and they're excited for, they feel like this is going to be a game changer somehow. Because it's going to let people who want to buy the system, letting them buy it without
paying up front,
money down, without using a credit card and paying interest. Like, I get that part.
Yeah.
But if it really comes down to that, maybe you shouldn't buy a system. That's the thing. I mean, you could trade in this system. You get like $200, maybe $100 for it. Like, you're already saving money if you're buying it for the year instead of doing this whole monthly thing. I don't know. Like, I get what Xbox is doing, and maybe I'm being harsh that maybe they shouldn't buy a system, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. The pricing doesn't look good.
No. Well, I mean, what you're getting doesn't look good because for $300 you can buy a 1X, which is more powerful than the 1S, and they said that they're gonna let you play the new games on the old system for at least a year?
For a year at least,
or something like that.
Yeah.
But I guess after that year, I don't know.
Yeah, after that year, you're gonna have to buy it.
And then you kind of spend more anyway. So I guess that strategy is not really, it doesn't make sense. But
where I'm arguing is that I'm telling everyone that I talk to about an Xbox is to wait a year. Don't give them the money up front because you're not getting anything with it. After a year, we might get because Halo's not coming out until a year later. We might get a special system.
They have a lot of work to do on that game.
Yeah, and I mean, there's no launch title that's worth it right now.
No.
And when it does come out, we'll probably be able to play it on our Series X. But I have one person who's adamant about getting an Xbox, and he compares it to me getting an iPhone every year, which even that I'm kind of on the fence about this year. But I mean, it's I don't know. I can't see the same thing. I see where it's coming from.
To get that iPhone?
What's up?
But you're not paying $500 a year to get an iPhone, are you?
Not up front, but I'm paying it over a month, over like monthly. Because if I
pay that anyway, no? Because you're still paying the old one.
Yeah, if the iPhone costs $1,200, I'm paying half of that. Because I get to upgrade again. The only difference between me is that I'm never done paying off a phone.
Yeah.
For the 2 years and it's done. Where this Xbox, how long has this Xbox been out?
Like 7 years, something like that.
So, I mean, I could see where he's coming from on that, and I'm not really arguing on that part for him.
Guess so. But it doesn't look good, though. Like, nothing about it is like, I gotta have an Xbox.
yeah. It,
And plus, I mean, if you're really dying, you could do Game Pass and stream it on something else. You don't even have to buy an Xbox. I don't know.
so I don't know, man.
But I
Yeah.
know that this is, I think, it's a good move for them because they don't have any other moves right now. Like, they need to undercut, they need to provide options, they need to remove barriers for people to jump in. So I think it will work in their favor, even if we aren't interested in it, or maybe it's not even the greatest deal, or maybe you even shouldn't get it. But the strategy is
It's not
really
even
what
really
they
a
have.
deal because I mean, for everything that they're showing that they've said, and like again, they like even during that press conference, they made a big emphasis on, hey, you still got the Xbox One, right? You can use that for a year. So, but this thing, whatever. It's like I don't understand the marketing.
Mm,
This is the one smart thing that they've done so far, saying, hey, instead of paying outright, well, you can pay over time. For some people, that's easier. That's
mm-hmm.
fine because they're gonna have it maybe 4 or 5 years before it breaks down, before they have to buy a new one, or if it doesn't break down, it's a quote unquote long term investment. But they haven't shown any decent games, and the one bright spot that they usually have is the Halo looks like crap. Uh,
And it looks bad.
there, there's nothing that they've said or done to put any faith in me. Like, hey, we're focusing this and making a brand new next gen console. It's more like, eh, we're
It's
gonna
like,
we want to move towards streaming stuff and all that thing. So this is just something we have to do. So I don't understand it. So I mean, I'm like again I think I've been on record on the show saying that I don't buy consoles day one or year one. I wait a
yeah,
little bit. But if I had to make the ultimatum, it's PlayStation hands down. There's no question about it.
yeah, me too.
So as of right
So
now, you could buy an Xbox One X or Series X. Let's say it's out already.
mhm.
And well, this offer ends on December 25th. What I'm about to say.
Oh, really?
And you could go apply for a Best Buy card, and you can finance an Xbox Series X for $500 for 18 months, and that's already going to come out to be $27 a month. That's already
Mm,
cheaper than the other one. If you want to do Game Pass, I think Game Pass is really $60. That's an
Mhm.
extra $5. So I mean, you're saving 30. You're saving what? Dude, you're for the first year you're paying $32 a month
Mhm.
for the first year,
Yeah.
and that's already going to be cheaper than the other one.
mm,
And it's it's not lower financing, it's shorter financing too. So
yeah.
I know the Best Buy credit card's probably harder to get. That's what I've always kind of felt when I worked at Best Buy.
Mm.
Um, but you're
Like
gonna have
from
to
all the
run your
people who got denied.
yeah, you're gonna have to run your credit anyway
Yeah,
for the Microsoft one. I mean, you might as well just get it from Best Buy, man. Um, so I don't know.
yeah,
Let's move on from this news because I think we've
yeah. I
built
mean,
up
pretty much. We're
a
we're
stick
not
already.
really enthused anyway.
Unless you want to talk about a golden PlayStation for $10,000.
They always do that. They do that for
I
the
know.
iPhone too. I don't know who does this. I don't know where they get the parts from, but it's crazy.
Yeah,
uh,
that's pretty
weird
nuts.
times. But yeah, let's move on from the sad, depressing of Microsoft and Xbox. Manny, what's your news article for today?
Um,
Or
I'll pick one. I'll
was
go
behind Jordan?
with the least important one for me. Apparently, there's a new Alien film in the works, according to Ridley Scott, um,
Mhm.
and it seems doubtful that it's going to follow Prometheus, which is horrible. Um, he says in here whether or not we go directly back to that is doubtful because Prometheus woke it up very well, but you're asking fundamental questions like has the alien himself, the facehugger, the chestbuster, have they all run out of steam? You have to rethink the whole bloody thing and simply use a world the word to franchise? That's always a fundamental question. I don't know, man. Like, I
That's
like
Ridley.
Prometheus. Yeah, that was Ridley. I like Prometheus. I like Alien. I like
Mhm.
where they were going with that. People
I
just
didn't
didn't
mind it.
catch on. Yeah, I don't even think Prometheus, when it was first coming out,
Mhm.
I don't think anyone knew that it was like an alien thing.
I don't think so.
Maybe, yeah, maybe you guys remember the advertising for that and the marketing for that, but I don't remember it. And I think it was towards the end where I kind of realized, oh shit, this might be Alien. Um, so I don't know.
Oh, I don't know, because the trailer was just like the Alien trailer, right? If I'm mistaken, but I feel like it was based like the same style with the text going by and the wah, like music going on, like clips. Basically, was like a and I think a lot of talks was like this is a prequel of how it all started. So they were pushing it as like a prequel to the aliens. Like, oh, it was like it's in the universe. It takes place within this world, but it does have to deal with aliens directly. Um,
Yeah, that's what I
and
can. But I remember that after the fact. I don't think I remember that leading up to it.
Yeah, I
I,
think
I don't know.
And that
I
might be one of the
Because
downfalls of that movie is the marketing kind of sucked because we can't remember it.
yeah, I couldn't remember.
yeah, like I mean, to piggyback off of you, like yeah, like Prometheus is a good movie. Um, might take a few viewings to kind of like let it all kind of like sink in. But I think my biggest issue was with the xenomorphs itself. They turned them into just basically space dogs instead of like this HP Lovecraft type of thing, this like unstoppable force that
I
doesn't
don't know if they
care.
were ever like that though.
Well, because they were just this faceless thing that
Yeah.
came from space and human like it made the people on that ship go, wow, we are clearly nowhere near ready to deal with what's out there. The world is so much bigger than what we are. And then two turned to an action film, but it still like kept the same kind of idea because basically
Like even
when
the
they start to
soldiers couldn't
breathe, they
handle them.
turn to, yeah, like they turn to this like unstoppable swarm that if left uncontrolled, which you can't control it, you're pretty much screwed at that point.
Yeah.
And then this one's like, oh, it was a robot that made like the first queen and all this kind of stuff. It's like, oh, well, you kind of like taken away from the kind of like the myth behind them. Because like Prometheus was really cool because it was doing its own thing with space jockeys and like the whole bigger universe and all that kind of stuff and where did we come from. I don't think they needed to tie in the xenomorphs personally. I think they could have really had the xenomorphs do their own thing and then have this big grand story go off and do its own thing.
Mm,
But
I don't
um,
know.
with that being said, I want more Alien. If
I'm good
they can
without
do
it,
something with it,
honestly.
not.
They've done enough. I mean, what else can they do? And they've already ruined
Yeah,
so much of it. I mean, come on, just
uh,
it's a
I hope
sometimes.
more
franchise
of
at
it
this point.
because
You got to make
well,
something. I
what
wouldn't
I
mind a TV show.
what
Did you
what I
guys
really
know
want
about
is
the Ridley TV
well,
show that's on HBO?
No, is it the Wolves
Ra-
one?
what
yeah,
is
Raised
that?
by Wolves. I watched one
Ah, how did
episode.
I know?
Yep.
Is it good?
It's okay.
Huh. I don't know. There's too many shows. There's too
There's
many
too
shows
many,
right
men.
now.
No, if it's not like outstanding, then I'm just not gonna finish it because I don't have time for okay or decent. Like I just don't.
Is Lovecraft so far
Yeah, but to be
outstanding or no?
fair,
No, I don't
oh,
want to
sorry,
say anything.
those are
Oh
You shouldn't have
no!
asked, dude. I didn't want to say anything, man.
Oh no!
It is good. I don't know.
Oh man! All right.
Just forget it. Keep
Okay,
watching
are we
it.
done with the Alien?
Yeah, I don't want to even talk about that. I read
Me
that article
too.
and I was just like, nah, dude, I don't care.
they were just miserable. Anyways,
No, it's just that
uh,
they kind of burned that for me. So for me, it was
anyways,
like, okay, sure. Ridley, do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck.
here,
Whatever you
whoa.
do, bro. Whatever you want to do.
Stupid.
Oh no.
Whatever, bro. Moving on from apparently what is a burn for franchise, let's move on to another one that might burn. Mulan. So,
Oh no.
over Labor Day weekend, it made 33.5 million in its first weekend, and it came in second.
It made
Um,
more than New Mutants.
yeah, well, that's because it was only in theaters. Now it did come in second place in China with only 6 million. That's on the low end for Disney because I think like on the high end, like I think Lion King brought in 14 million and Mulan only brought in 6 million over there. So with that calculation, bro, that's about 39 million. I'm pretty sure that's not even a quarter of the budget of this movie. I
I
can
don't
look
think
it up.
so. They said
How
they
much
had like 29 filming locations or something. I mean, there's no way
what the
that
heck?
that covered anything about them.
Yeah, but to be honest, I don't think they were trying. I think they're
They
trying
knew
to
they
make
wouldn't, right?
money. Yeah, they know they weren't gonna make what they spent on this, and that's why they released it on Disney Plus, and that's why they kind of finally gave New Mutants to the wolves and just released it during the pandemic kind of stuff.
200 million is the
Yeah.
budget.
Two
So like,
hundred,
200 million. That's with
yeah,
marketing
that's
and
chump change
all of it. So
nowadays.
that's just,
I know,
I
right?
mean,
Kind of crazy.
it is if you can make the money back, but they didn't make the money back, so they're gonna
So
take the hit.
Wonder Woman looks like it was 2 million. Wonder Woman 2 or the 1984. Aladdin was 183.
But how much did they make opening weekend?
No,
And how?
I'm just saying the 200
No,
is
no,
chump change now.
no,
Like
right?
this
No, no. So
movie,
like
but
budget
you
wise,
also have
yeah,
to
but
understand.
for what they made.
Yeah, but you also have to understand. Like Disney knew that this movie had to come out. They had to release it, man. They had to release it. They needed some kind of influx of
At some
cash.
point,
Yeah, I think you focusing on how much the budget was of this movie compared how much it made the first week.
Well,
It's
it
not.
is. Weren't you the one like 3 months ago and like they're bleeding cash because they don't have any new movies coming out. They're not making their money back on budgets. It's 200 million is a lot to invest in the film where unless you can make a
But no
billion
one
dollar.
knew there was a pandemic coming out. That's why they're not making movies now.
No, no, no. I understand that, but what I'm saying is this doesn't help the case of them making more movies. So they might just go, you know what? Let's just let's just hold
they're
off
not gonna
making
stop,
movies.
dude. No way.
You never know.
They're not.
'Cause
Well, they
Everyone's
could
stopping
they could
making movies
cancel
right
certain
now.
things, or they could be like, that
I'm saying though,
Mulan
because
2, we might say forget that.
I don't know how much Tenet made opening weekend. I can look that up real quick. I don't
I
know.
don't even know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Tenet opening
Tenet,
time.
I didn't hear any great stellar things like, oh, look how much it made.
But also, I think these people, what I don't even know what it is. These studios are just
Hmm.
trying to release these movies that are already ready, and they spent so much money already on marketing that they just want to release it, get what money they can, and then
Hmm.
release it on film or on digital. Because it seems like as we go back to, I forgot which one we were talking. Oh, New Mutants. We kept questioning why doesn't Disney just release this on digital and be
Hmm.
done with it? Just wash their hands. And the director was like, well, because it has to release in theaters first. So I think that's why Tenet came out, and we're going to see Tenet on digital pretty soon. Mulan came out because Disney wants to try out. Disney has another movie in the wings waiting, and it's going to make a lot more money than Mulan, I believe, and that's Black Widow.
Hmm.
So they're basically, I believe they're giving Mulan first as like a sacrificial lamb to see how this could work and what are
Yeah.
people willing to spend, and then go from there with it. But I think these studios know that they're not getting back their money from these budgets, and that's why all the studios are coming down on making these movies. Even Sony has said that they're not going to release any big budget movies until this pandemic's over.
Yeah. I mean, why would you? You're just sending it out to die and lose money.
Yeah.
I just think they could have made more if they would have dropped the price down to $10 instead of $30.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
I think more people would have done it, and maybe they would have got closer to.
Freaking Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Is it Bill and Ted?
Yep.
Bill and Ted is $25 right now to buy. $20 to rent. Yeah.
So I ain't watching it. I ain't watching that one either. So
why in God's name would you not just buy it, even if you don't like it? You only spent $5 more.
They're trying to trick you into that. Or even when The Hunt came out and The Invisible Man, that was $20 to rent.
Theater at home. Yeah.
To look at that, what Disney is doing with Mulan actually makes a little more sense, because you're spending $30 and you get to keep it. You're not renting it, as long as you keep the subscription, that is. But then also, too, the reason why I think they made this as a sacrificial lamb, and the reason why it's not making that much money, is personally why I didn't buy it, and it's going to be released to everyone on December.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pay for it.
And that information came out before you could even rent it, so it's like people just made up their minds. They're like, just wait a couple months.
So stupid. Just don't tell anyone about that. Just get as much money as you can now.
Somebody must have spilled the beans on that one. I don't think they would purposely shoot themselves in the foot and be like, you could just wait and be like, or you spend $25 now.
In weird times and all, but it just like, to me, it's kind of dirty. Like, oh yeah, hey, rent this for $30, but you can watch it for free in about 2 months. So just wait a little. Don't give us cash. Like, even if it's leaked, you don't have to confirm it. Just say, oh no, what? Because again, you're big Disney. No one cares if you lie or not. They're gonna watch it regardless. It's true. I mean, 33 million is stuff for renting is still a lot, but I mean, I think they could have made more.
I think they don't care. Let me see when. I think Disney's the one who actually said that it's coming out later in December. When I
heard it, I think it was a rumor at first, but then I was talking with Frank. He says, no, pretty much just set in stone at this part. I mean, at this time. But yeah, again, all I'm saying is, again, because we brought this up on the show, I think like a couple months ago. It was like, yeah, they're bleeding money because the parks were closed. No movies were making any more money. Like nothing was moving for them. So to me, again, marketing wise, again, even if it's a leak, don't have to confirm it. Because if you do, it's just gonna take way more people go like, oh, I can just wait.
It's not a leak. It's not a leak. Disney even said,
they did.
A new description on Mulan's Disney Plus page notes that it will be available to all subscribers on on December 4th, 2020. So I think it was really just an experiment, and it's kind of like an old age experiment. You could have a marshmallow now, or you could wait and you could have 2 marshmallows.
Yeah.
They brought out Mulan. Yeah, they brought out Mulan right now for $30, and they told you could have Mulan right now and watch it, or you could wait and watch it for free. And they're going to see what it does. And this is where I think it's going to Black Widow. They're going to probably do the same thing, or they're not going to say this time when it's going to release on Disney Plus, and they're just going to say, here's $30. If you want to really see the next installment in MCU, do it. And that's the one I'm probably going to buy.
No, that's not even a buy. It's a rent.
Yeah.
They're like, give us $30 and it's gone after those 2 hours.
Honestly, no. Because for Disney Plus, for their premiere, you pay $30. You keep it as long as you keep the subscription. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So I'll do that.
It always comes back to like, as soon as you don't want to pay for our service anymore, you can kiss that movie goodbye. And it's like, damn, man, that's messed up, dude. I mean.
Yeah, but am I really gonna get rid of it?
I know, right?
I'm getting rid of it.
I'm thinking about it too. I mean,
I'm not getting rid of it because I'm not. I'm 100% not. I could say I'm 100% not because Elena's growing up. Elena's already growing up. She's watching these movies. Yeah. I never thought in 100 years that I'll be able to show her like Winnie the Pooh, because I was never going to buy Winnie the Pooh.
No.
I've had
there's a lot in there.
like I
Star
prepared myself
Wars.
for it. I prepared myself buying Little Mermaid and all that. But if I knew in the future I was going to have the subscription, I would never have bought those.
Yeah.
So it's
And
kind of cool that I have those.
we held off on a lot of movies because we're like, I'm not spending $30 on this,
Expensive.
So I mean, I could see I'm not gonna cancel it either. But I mean, still, it just kind of like feeds into that evil crap because they got you now. They're like, oh, we got your money now, man.
But dude, I put it this way: you're basically renting a movie for 2 hours when you go to the movie theater.
Yeah,
What's
no,
the
I know.
fucking
Yeah.
difference?
Well, remember what I was telling you guys? I was like, man, I wish like when you go watch a movie in the theater, you could turn in your stub for like $10 off the DVD.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, I guess I don't know. They're kind of doing that now.
But then on the flip side too, you're paying $8 a month for the rest of your life to own one movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, shit.
You know what I
They
mean?
got.
Yeah, it's just like what the fuck.
Well, not one movie. Come on, you can
It's
watch
not
a
one
lot of
movie.
things.
Or but
Hey,
like
are you
everything
paying
else
for a
is
Netflix
included.
subscription?
Netflix? Yeah.
You are? Are you ever going to cancel that?
I don't know.
Mm,
I mean, so far,
I
no,
almost did a couple times, but no, I never did.
Yeah.
Because like
You're never
sometimes
gonna.
so like yeah, you
And
don't
they
know
know
that.
it.
Tell me I'm gonna do. Anyways,
You're not gonna
no,
do it, dude.
If
You're
anybody,
not
this
gonna
guy
do it.
would. But
because again, because again, I promise you, it is going to happen. They're going to raise the prices. It's going to go up and up. You got to pay for different tiers. You want to keep the movies. You got to pay premium prices. Oh, you can't pay for platinum tier. You don't get Mulan. You don't get Black Widow. You don't get the big titles. Again, you know what's coming. You can't say it's not
Yeah,
coming.
but all these people are going to compete
These are
with each other, and they're going to maintain the prices too. So I'm not really worried about that.
Eventually someone's gonna come out on top because that always happens. Someone comes out on top. They kind of dictate what moves forward. Again, like Wendy's. Wendy's is good food. I mean, for fast food, it's pretty good. You got Burger King,
Where
Chick-fil-A,
the fuck do we go?
but on every corner, what do you see? McDonald's. Who sets the prices? McDonald's. So streaming services, whoever eventually wins is going to set the price, and Disney has a pretty good chance of pulling ahead over everyone else, and they will determine the market. Just like again, kids movies were like
well,
30,
yeah.
or 30
Sonny.
bucks for like a Blu-ray, 30, 35 bucks. And again, I don't know, because again, I just don't like the way that they do things. I don't like again like EA. I hate EA.
Well,
Disney
yeah.
rubbed me
Sonny,
the
Disney Plus is already cheaper than Netflix.
for now, yes. But do you remember when
For now.
that
Okay,
was
we're
cheap?
talking about McDonald's. McDonald's food is pretty cheap, and that's why they're everywhere. So where are you going with this?
Well, you don't have a subscription to McDonald's, but I could see
I get that. And
what
that's
he's
why
trying to
it
say.
brings up
Like,
the whole fast food thing
but
is that if
what's
Disney wants everyone to bring down the price. So yes, you could raise it, but they're still cheaper than everybody.
I think in 10 years
Everyone started out cheaper.
when you have done 20 premiere movies in 10 years and they have that against you and they raise their price to 15 bucks a
But they
month.
already have it against you when you go to a movie theater and you spend
Yeah.
the same amount of price and you don't get to keep that. That just becomes a memory.
Yep.
This is a better value in that case. Like I
But
didn't pay for
you're
Mulan,
also
but this is
going
a
to
better
pay for
value.
the movie theaters to stay open
It-
though. Because if you don't go
What's
to
up?
keep the movie theaters open, because again, when you go to the theaters, you're not only going for the memory, you're going to keep that movie theater open as well. Like,
I'm not. I'm sorry, I don't.
It's
I
all
go to the movie theater
do you buy
because
popcorn and pop? Do you buy snacks? Do you buy food?
no, but I mean
not
like the
really.
reason is
Yes,
that
yes,
for
yes, you do.
personal reasons though. Isn't
not
it?
all the time I don't. Not all the time I don't. But I don't do that to support the movie theater. I do that
Because I'm hungry.
and
Thirsty.
and I honestly double think it because it's so fucking expensive.
That's stay open.
But
I
you
I
guys
do
keep
buy it all
arguing.
the time.
You guys keep arguing that you're paying $8 a month and you're paying this $30. You're doing it anyway because you're going to go to the movie theater. You don't get to keep that movie. You're gonna have to go buy that movie again later on.
Or you
Like
don't have to. If it's bad, you don't have to keep it though. You know, you saw it once. Again, there's some movies you just need to see once. Again, like Mulan, I
Well,
haven't heard
But
great
you
things
still
about it.
but you still spent that $30 to go see that movie in the theaters.
No, I spent 15 for the ticket, and then the other 15 for either Lake Theater or AMC
for
or
food or
Brooklyn
whatever.
Open. Because again, when I
You
go,
spent
I
$30.
half goes to the movie theater, the other half goes to the movie. Not all 30 goes to Disney by itself. Because again, when I go to the
This is
movie
just
theaters,
going against
I
Disney,
want the movie
dude.
theaters to stay open because I love movie theaters, and I make it a point to buy a pop or a popcorn or
Then go to the
something.
movie theaters now. If you love the movie theaters so much, go now. Go see Tenet now.
No,
Because
because
this is when they need you more than anything. Because guess what? Disney Plus is not what's going to kill the movie theater. It's the pandemic. So if you want to support the movie theaters, go now.
no, because then we can't hang out.
Then
And
don't
hang
go
out.
this route of
I
saying
don't know if
theater.
this is
I
what we were
can.
talking about in the
I
beginning.
can.
It's not. This is where it went into.
Yeah, it just turned into this.
It's weird for everybody. It sucks.
Yeah.
But again, Disney could have put it in the movie theaters. They said no. China was fine. They go, you guys can have it, but they said no. Just give us the $30 straight, and screw movie theaters. You can go ahead and do that because
Sonny, you can't say screw movie theaters because you're not going.
Disney has
You're
done
not
it in
going
the past.
yourself, bud. You're
So
not going yourself.
I don't want to get my grandparents sick or die, and unfortunately, yes,
Don't get mad at Disney, dude.
No, I can because again, I just don't like the practice
Dude.
where they force movie theaters to, hey, you have to keep this in theaters for 5 weeks to watch Star Wars, and we get all the money, and that's it. It's like screwing over small theaters who have one screen, all this kind of stuff. But again, there's a lot of stuff that I just don't. Again, as I get older, I like to try to vote with my dollar with things. Again, like EA
Yeah.
games, I don't buy EA games like brand new. I either get them used from GameStop or I rent them from you guys or something. Like
Or their don't
again,
buy their downloadables and stuff.
yeah, like it might not be much, but it's what I can
No,
do. And
it-
I wish
it
I
does
could go
matter.
to theaters, but unfortunately, family things has to come first. I have grandparents who live here in the first floor. I don't want to get them sick. I see you guys,
Sonny, everything you're saying though,
but
it's not Disney doing that, man. It's not Disney doing that. You just hate capitalism. Everyone's trying to make money at this point. I mean,
you
look
can.
at Trolls. Trolls
That's the point.
Universal was the first one.
Enough, though. Win enough money. Why is $1 billion not enough? You have to get more. You need 2 billion.
Because the whole country's built on it.
Dude, that's
getting more.
capitalism.
No,
And it does suck. We're not like saying we love capitalism or like
Well, you can't be mad at a company trying to do their job and trying to keep everyone else employed.
I mean, you could still vote with your dollar, man. Just don't subscribe. Don't see their movies. Don't
Not, at this point, I actually am very close to just saying fuck it to the streaming services because and then on my end over here, it's always buffering, it's always freezing shit. It's a terrible
For real?
fucking app. Yeah.
Wait, where do you watch it on PS4 or where do you watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't watched it on there, so I can't vouch for that. But it works fine on everything else.
I don't know. Again, just make your money. That's fine, but at a certain point, like, when is enough enough? Like, treat your work.
It's never for them. They're freaking greedy, man.
And that's the problem. And I, again, like, I wish I could just be like entertainment, hooray! But it's all dirty. It's all scummy. Hollywood's a piece of shit. Actors are a bunch of
Why are we like being all down now?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I mean, dude, what the fuck?
I'm just tired of all this bullshit. But I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think none of us supported Mulan, and there's some political stuff behind it because they filmed somewhere that their bad things are occurring, and so there is a lot. The deck is kind of stacked for Mulan, and but they won't learn their lesson though. They're just gonna they'll just get better at hiding stuff and things like that. So I don't know.
You guys are treating Disney like it's the Illuminati, dude. Like so much
I'm not.
conspiracy theory
I
goes
don't
into this.
care. Like honestly, this went on 10 times longer than I would have ever talked about it in my entire life. Like I'm not gonna support it, so they can just go F off. I don't care. Like I will support the things that I like.
What about Black Widow? What about when Black Widow comes out? Are you gonna pay $30 for that? Would you entertain
I've
paying
rented,
$30 for that?
No.
Because the principle for me is that it's a rental, and I know, I guess, if I really think about it, yeah, I get to keep it. But at this moment, right, I pay 30 now. I watch it once, and then I wait 3 months to watch it again. That's, why can't I just keep watching it? I paid my 30 if I really want to.
But Premiere, do you know how Premiere works, Frank?
I thought that you just rent it like a normal rental, and then you have to wait till whenever.
No.
So you just keep watching every single day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
yours.
watch
Oh,
it.
okay. I didn't know.
You're buying it for $30.
The
only
he's
thing
gonna
is-
kill me.
The
that's fine.
only thing is you're keeping it. You only get to keep it. It's like Spotify. You're paying,
God
and
damn
now
it.
Spotify you don't pay one full price.
Yes, pay the
But
30.
you download the music and it's yours until you stop using Spotify, until you stop paying for Spotify.
That's
So
why I have
now that you
the same, which sucks. But yeah.
now that you know how Premiere works
Yes, I
for
would.
Black Widow, yes, that's what I'm
God
saying.
damn it. But I won't support everything. Like Mulan, no, I'm not gonna.
And that's
not
fine. That's totally fine. That's like going to the movies. Like if I know it's coming out, I'll wait.
I don't think
Personally,
I'd be bored enough to pay 30 for that one.
personally, I didn't know the politics behind Mulan. I didn't really care about that part, but I knew it wasn't the sing along, and it wasn't like a complete adaptation to the movie or to the comic or the cartoon.
That kind of turned
But I
me
didn't
off
care.
on it because I was like, oh, well, I want the dragon and I want the, musical part and stuff. So, like, you're not doing that? I don't know.
Move on to the next one.
Yeah, let's go.
The
About
trailer came out.
yeah, trailer. Let's do that.
So I don't know anything about the original Dune or the books or the world on it. Trailer was good.
Popular. It's people always talk.
I know. I think this is one of the movies that they say like it's unfilmable, like type of like
'Cause
status.
it's so
I think
like crazy. Yeah.
something like that. I don't know the definition of what that term means exactly because like technically the Lord of the Rings for like the longest time was considered unfilmable.
I think.
So I'm not
That's pretty close.
sure the definition.
Well, look at the scope. Like, if they did 3 movies, hour and a half each, it probably wouldn't have been enough because there's too much freaking material.
Yeah.
And if they didn't have Weta behind it, it would have never been any good. So yeah,
really, I mean,
like one of those
technology that goes behind it with CGI and all that. I think that's what kind of makes it unfilmable too.
same. Yeah, with Dune. I mean, for a long time, it probably wasn't really possible. Because looking at the trailer, did everybody watch it or no?
I did. Yeah.
It looked pretty impressive to me. Especially that final scene thing.
Yeah, the worm.
But a lot of it looks really character focused. Like it's not like a ton of really fantastical stuff that couldn't have been done before. But I mean, I love the director behind it, so I mean, I have confidence in that guy. So
Do I know the director?
he did Arrival and the last Blade Runner, the recent Blade Runner.
That's why it kind of feels like a Blade Runner movie.
Yeah, it's really got like the same color palette and tone and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I never seen the original, but it felt like the original movie that came out like a while, like what is it, like the 80s, 70s, something like that.
84.
I believe 80. Yeah, and Kurt Russell's in it, I think.
Good old Kurt Russell. Yeah, it was like I felt like I've seen it before, but it felt brand new at the same time. It was weird. I excuse me. So far, the cast looks really good. Visually, it looked stunning. There were some scenes in there that were really nice looking. Yeah. I can't. I think I have to wait for one more trailer to kind of like put my stamp on if I'm gonna like see it or not.
It was a pretty long trailer. I don't need any more.
Yeah.
I'm good on it, and I trust that director. Sci-fi, and yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
I,
I really don't know what else you could get from another trailer.
Unless it's what? What do you need from it? Like, what are you looking for? What didn't sell you to go see it?
I think I
Besides the
think
damn
maybe
pandemic and all that BS.
I think maybe more like a character driven like
I thought this was very character.
trailer, because like this was it was just like, oh, you have dreams, this is pain. It was just like, yeah, woo woo noises and some scenes. It was more like uh, cinematic trailer type of thing where like it like like, oh, here's the spaceships in the background, the worm at the end, and look at all those people on the ground. It felt more like a look at the size and scope trailer instead of like a character based trailer, or more like in depth, because
Mm,
like
I
Tenet,
saw nothing but character.
the first trailer was like a teaser, like, oh, what is this? That car is going backwards. What's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, trailer's over. But then like
See,
the last trailer was like, oh shit, okay,
yeah, with the
some
first Tenet, I was like,
going.
okay, sure. But then, yeah, it's like, I'm still not really sold on Tenet, to be honest with you. I
But
will watch it. I will. But it's just like, I'm not dying to see it, though. That's kind of the thing for me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Like sci-fi stuff, I'm really down with. So
Yeah,
it's like swaying me towards. But the again, I don't have any ties to Dune, so I
I
think
don't
one
either.
trailer,
It looks cool.
even if
I mean,
it's like something that I don't know, again, just maybe looks cool or something. But like I'm
but
like
people are really
sci-fi.
hyping this, though. So if it's not
Yeah,
amazing, then it's gonna be like, okay.
oh, Dune has I don't know how big the following is at this point in 2020, but
It's still
they are
decent.
they are they are hardcore though.
Yeah, they are. They're diehard, man.
Die hard with a vengeance. Um,
I will see it eventually, but yeah.
so what do you think, Manny? Is this interested, want to see it, or pass? Just kind of off the first trailer.
I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Looks good.
it's one of those big temple movies, so I'm watching
Mhm.
it. Hey Frank, what was the last movie that wasn't a franchise that you were excited to see? That you had to see?
I can't even think. I don't know. Couldn't really tell you.
Yeah, see that's why like when you're saying you're not excited to go see Tenet, it's because there's nothing to follow it. Like there's nothing
It could
building
be.
up. The only reason why I'm super excited to watch it is because it's Christopher Nolan.
Mhm.
And I know his kind of movies and I know they have a twist.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what the twist is in this. And I haven't really seen too
Yeah.
many trailers because I don't want to give it away.
The thing that kind of stinks on his movies sometimes is like the more you watch them, the more you notice problems. The first time you
Yeah.
don't. The first time
Yeah.
is like incredible, and you're like really in it. And then obviously the twist with any movie, if you already know the outcome, it does diminish it a little bit. But I think with his, for some reason, man, I just start to get annoyed by stuff. Like in the Batman movies, I'm like, oh, why'd you do that? Or like, oh, that was stupid. Or like, I don't know. That's just me. But I mean, obviously he's a genius and everything, and his work
What?
is amazing, and I am looking forward to his work. I always enjoy it. But this movie is just not like, oh my god, I have to freaking see this now. Like, I don't get that feeling. I don't know why.
I gotcha.
Dune, yeah, I mean, I'll watch it, but again, it's not like, oh my god, I gotta see Dune. It's just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
cool. It's a cool movie. I'll watch it, but that's
Yeah.
it. Like Blade Runner, I mean, I did enjoy that. I was a fan of the previous one, and I was looking forward to seeing it. I saw it once, and I have not watched it again. I just never get the urge to like put on Blade Runner again.
But that's
Yeah.
also because it had a connection to it too. That's
Hmm.
you had a connection to that franchise before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I mean, in all some fairness, like those type of films are kind of hard to it's one that you have to be in the mood to see. It's not like Happy Gilmore or Little Nicky, where you can just pop it on, do whatever. You kind of have to be like in that set to like watch it. So
Yeah, it's true. It's like an investment thing. You just,
yeah,
yeah, I get you. But yeah, hey man, it looks cool. Better than I thought it would. So
yeah. looks gorgeous. So, uh,
Hmm?
yeah. That's really it. All I got for news. It was kind of a slow. Oh no, I have one little quick piece of news. Uh, Jay Z is producing a what looks like an all black Western film for Netflix, and the cast looks absolutely stacked. So that
Hmm.
whenever that comes out, I'm gonna watch that.
Do you know the name or
Features
anything?
help. It's I had it, I lost it, but it was like a hard trail taking or something like that. But Peaches Elba is gonna be the lead, so
Okay.
I'm all in on it. Just because again, like I think again, I don't have the names in front of me, but like basically all the young black actors that you've seen in the past maybe 4 or 5 years are gonna be in this. You got
Sure.
some vets in there, so I'm
Sounds
very and
good.
again, westerns. Give me all the westerns you got. I want them all.
And
Just
he's
give me.
Jay-Z is producing, right?
Producing, and it said co-written or co-writer, but I think it's more like him putting a couple like key scenes in there, and I
Mm-hmm.
think he's gonna trust this guy. But hey, I trust you. Me and you, we're gonna work together, and I
Yeah.
think he might do some music for it. So again, Jay Z, it's Jay Z.
Hmm.
You can't go wrong with that. So
So,
I'm in.
I mean, is it like gonna be a period type, or is it gonna be like stylized? Do we know anything about it or not really?
Uh, on that end, I don't know if it's gonna be like a Quentin Tarantino-esque type of film, or if it's gonna be like a I don't know, just for lack of a better title, Blazing
Because if he's
Saddles,
doing music,
like
that's
a
why I
straight
was like
period
wondering.
piece. Yeah, or they could do what they did with Outcast, that film. What was it called? And
Uh, I can't even
and
remember.
yeah, it was that film where it was like half period piece, but the music was like
Mm-hmm.
modern. So again, I think it's worth a watch when it comes out. Um, I'll
Yeah,
have more details when it comes out, like when more stuff comes out in it. But that's
I'm
that's
probably
that's all I got.
gonna wait for your review on that one. I do like westerns,
I
but
love
I don't
give me all the westerns.
know. All right, man.
Yeah,
Anybody else got news?
excited.
I do.
What you got? What you
This
got?
one is about Thor. Thor: Love and Thunder will use virtual production from The Mandalorian. So, if you guys have seen the making of The Mandalorian, I believe it's called the Disney Gallery, The Mandalorian documentary. They kind of go behind the scenes and show you what kind of tech was used to make some of these scenes, and it is absolutely ridiculous. These screens that they've used. So they don't have to go on location to film. Like they bring the location to them, especially
Yeah.
now with the whole pandemic going on and things like that. This is
Hmm.
going to really change the game on how they film different things.
And the
Um,
actors were saying they feel more immersed because they're surrounded by
yeah,
everything and it moves when they walk. It moves
Yeah,
with
hmm
them and stuff like that.
so I thought that was
Neil
really cool when I
Blomkamp.
was watching that, and of course it makes sense that it's the Thor movie, Love and Thunder.
Yeah, because he's always in realms and stuff.
Yeah, and not only that,
Somewhere
it's
cool.
the director Takiti.
Yeah.
Um, so he's coming from The Mandalorian. He's probably used to that
Hmm.
kind of production. So it's awesome that they do
He
that.
knows the tech.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, if you watch the gallery, The Mandalorian, there's even parts where John Favreau was talking, and he was like, "There's sometimes I can't even tell where the set ends and where it begins."
Yeah,
So that's awesome.
because they build like maybe half the ship practical, and
Yep,
the screen kind of does the other part. And
yep.
yeah, yeah, pretty cool. I love it, man. I'm looking forward to that movie. I mean, I don't know when we're gonna see it, but yeah, man. With TT and Hemsworth, they already proved that they can make a really fun,
Oh
not
yeah,
only Marvel movie, but a Thor movie. They brought that back from Oblivion, basically. Nobody cared about
Mhm.
that at all.
yeah, they were not good. They were at best.
Yeah.
So yeah, now Neil Blomkamp needs to get his hands on those screens, and I think we'll have a
That
winner.
guy
Like
needs to start doing stuff,
he is
movies
making,
again.
he is making something.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
He's so
again,
talented, man. I just want him
oh,
to come back, man. Stop with the freaking shorts, man.
just
Please,
stop.
as cool as they are, but come on, dude, we need more movies out of you.
And he's finally working on a project, and I
God.
think he's definitely my top three of favorite director. So I need more of stuff that he can do because
He's like top
I
10 for me, but
I
yeah.
think I think when it comes to like sci-fi stuff, he's really smart
Oh
with it
yeah,
and
man.
how he
I mean,
approaches it, and just
wasn't he
like
gonna do Halo? I mean, I
yeah,
know this is old news and it's not gonna happen ever, but he
he's
was,
gonna
right?
do Halo.
Like, I remember
Uh,
the Warthog they built at Weta, and I was like, oh my god, that thing
yeah,
looks
he,
freaking
I
real, man. It looks awesome.
he did that short. I think it was like something Dawn or
Yeah.
and then we're gonna
And
make
the way
it,
he
and then
does action and the alien weapons, he already did those in District 9. That would have been
and
great.
that's how we got District 9 because the studio backed out of Halo, and I think it was Guillermo that I think he was the producer. Like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to get you a different project, and they said here you can do whatever you want. So
Mm,
District 9 is what he was able to do, and that's
yeah.
a hell of a way.
Which of those three is your favorite? District 9, Elysium, and
So
what's
easy.
the other one?
Chape, Chape,
Oh yeah, Chappie. I forgot about that.
Daddy Mara Chape.
Um, yeah, I would say Elysium,
Oh yeah,
but
they're all,
District 9 is very good.
that's
They're all good.
that's my favorite. Yeah,
Oh man. Well, hopefully he comes back and
more.
more.
But um, it's, I think it's a pretty light week for news. So shall we move on to our nerd outs, sirs?
Yeah, let's nerd out.
There's nerd out all over the place. So who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Taking the initiative.
I watched a movie.
All right. What you
I
watch?
only have one nerd out. I know I always bundle in like two or three, but I only got one. Um, I watched a movie called Spree. Have you guys heard of that?
No.
No,
It's
I feel like
it
I
had,
have.
you might have seen the cover. It's the guy from Stranger Things, Joe Keery, I believe his name is. He is the guy who was in the pirate suit. He plays, I believe, Steve, the older kid
Oh,
in the series. I always liked him in that show, and he must have filmed this a little bit ago, I think, because he looks a little younger. But the movie's kind of crazy. It is. It got some like inaccurate descriptions, I would say. Like people were like comparing it to like American Psycho
mhm,
for like a different era. And don't get
mhm.
your hopes up. Please don't like think this is American
Mm,
Psycho.
yeah,
But like
please.
I would say like the character psychology maybe I could see how he because his motivations are based around social media and he's he has been struggling to get his channel to have any following really at all, and he's been at it for years and years, and he's just really sick of nobody caring about his channel.
Mhm.
So he goes on a experiment to kind of get views, and he is a spree driver, which is basically Lyft or Uber. And he starts to just do things that that will get him views, but it doesn't really work on his own. The way he goes about it kind of makes sense in the story and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of a very strange movie. It does get a little tiresome with all the social media stuff, like hey guys, what's up, blah, blah, all that crap. I really hate, and they do it a lot. But I mean, I guess it makes sense as part of the story. And he's encountering people who are also like influencer type people online. Um, but anyway, I kind of like rambling, but I did like the movie overall. I think it's worth a watch. It's on demand right now. It's not for free on any streaming services, but I believe it will be. It seems like one of those movies that Hulu or Prime will pick up eventually. But it has some. It does have kills and gore and stuff, so there is
Maybe-
that. And it's just a weird, interesting movie, man. Like this kid, he's just so obsessed with being internet famous, and
mhm.
there's kind of like the lengths that he goes to do that.
So
And
real life.
what was that?
Said so real life teams then.
Yeah. But it's like interesting. It's not. The tone is not super serious, I would say. I mean, stuff does get serious, but like it's more like just entertaining. It's just like holy crap kind of moments and stuff like that. So
I mean, kind of
I'd
like more
say if
like
you
a
get a chance, check it out.
film.
It's worth a watch. What was that?
Would you say like it's more like maybe like a B-ish type of film where like it's not serious, but
I would
there's
say
some cool.
yeah, B,
Okay,
but it's like it's not
a
trying to
high
be
B or like
exploitative. It's not trying to it's not trying to be that, but it is kind of like B and just kind of fun. I thought it was worth a watch. So
cool.
if you guys encounter it, just give it a shot. It's on demand. It's called Spree.
Okay. I'm always looking for like newer indie stuff, I guess, to watch. I
Yeah,
I went through a list of stuff for this year. I'm like, I got a lot to watch, so I'm
I
gonna
would
start
I would watch it.
on
It's
some
worth a
of those.
watch. Check it out.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Cool.
All right, guys. Let's go.
Spree. Okay. Put in my
You go,
memory bank.
Sonny.
I shall go next. Um, I got two. One, I saw a movie. I saw Fantasy Island from Blumhouse.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't know if it was on Amazon Prime or Stars through Prime, but it's
Mm-hmm.
somewhere. Um, honestly, I was okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not new. It's not innovative. It's pretty straight. It's a straightforward thriller with
Mm-hmm.
elements of horror in it. Um, um, Essentially, for anyone who doesn't know, there was this old show. I don't remember when it came out, but it was a Fantasy Island. This guy walks around. Hey, your wildest fantasies come true if you come over here for a vacation, whatever. I don't know how long it ran, but this is like a horror twist take on it. Um, I don't want to spoil the film or anything if anyone is interested in watching it because I think it's still kind of newish, maybe. But
Yeah,
the
came out earlier
the
this year.
okay, so yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anyone would care, but uh, this is the type of film where like the twists, quote unquote, it helps a little bit to be like, oh, you know what? Okay, that was kind of cool and interesting.
Hmm.
Um, it again, it's just like one of those thriller horrors you kind of put in the background, or maybe you watch the first time, then you can put it on later. Like, oh, th- this scene is on. I'll watch it again, and then I'll keep doing folding clothes, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, the characters overall are pretty likable for the most part. Some are kind of iffy. So
Yeah.
that helps because for me personally, when I'm in a horror movie and I hate everybody, I don't care. I'm just like, just get to the kills, get to the last 20 minutes where you kill everyone. I don't care. But this
Yeah.
character's pretty decent. The jump scares are actually not terrible. Like they're actual scares. Um, and again, there's like a twist atop of a twist, so that's kind of annoying. But I would give it like an average like 5.5. It's bang in the middle. It's not
Yeah.
it, it's not like Happy Death Day where like kind of like to surprise you and how kind of like funny it was at times and how kind of like fun it is.
Yeah. That
Um,
one was fun.
and
I.
it's not bad like majority of the horror films out there like what was that thing Annabelle the
Mm-hmm.
comes or the first Annabelle was just trash except for like 5 minutes or whatever something in the basement and everything else is trash. So
Yeah.
it's right in the middle, you know. It's
Yeah.
a good watch.
It
Date
was
night or something
okay.
like that. Fun.
I
Um,
agree. Like a 5. I saw it a while back.
it's not terrible. Um, my second and last nerd out is a
Okay.
podcast on Spotify. It's called True Spies. It is narrated by Haley Atwell and Vanessa Kirby.
Mm.
Um, uh, Atwell is famously known for her role in Captain America,
Mm-hmm.
and Kirby is she's known currently would probably known for like Hop and Shaw.
Yeah.
Um, so basically, they narrate a story and ask questions to actual former spies. So from CIA
Hmm.
and from Russia and Britain, and they talk about their actual stories and probably like the one that was most influential the influential. Oh my, I can't speak today. It's very important in their cases of all their cases. So it's kind of cool to like kind of actually like again because like we grew up on like Bond and all that kind of stuff, and this over the
Yeah.
top flying cars and jetpacks and all that kind of stuff, and it's kind of cool to see this the actual side of being an actual spy of like some of those scenes are actually true where like they're like get interrogated for like 3-4 hours for like a week straight, months and months, and they got to keep a cover. And
Hmm.
there's this one story. He was working for the CIA and he actually had to get this guy out of his office for like for like a few minutes to steal something off of a PDA. And he's like, okay, I only have like 5 minutes. He's gonna go down there. I only got so much time. And then he's like, oh crap, he has like 5 devices. I took them all out. I don't know which pockets they go into. Time is running out. What do I do? How do I get out of this? And it's a really cool story. Like oh shit. It's like, how'd you get out? And he tells you everything like that. It's like it's just really cool. Again, like spy stuff. I think majority of people have a fantasy at some point, either as a kid or some point in life, like, yeah, it would be awesome to be like a suit wearing badass and
Yeah.
get the girl and save the world. So I just think it's really cool. Listen,
It's got like nostalgia factor and some real world interesting kind of stuff.
yeah, it's like a nice little mix of both. I think the longest episode so far is like an hour, so they're pretty good listen. Like majority are like 40, like in the 45 range. So it's pretty good listen.
And it's True Spies, you say?
True Spies on
True
Spotify.
Spies.
I don't know if it's exclusive to Spotify, but I know for sure it's on there.
Mm-hmm.
How many podcasts do you guys listen to a week?
I listen to them at night when I go to sleep.
How many?
What do you mean, like from start to
Like,
finish?
how many are you subscribed to? Yeah.
Oh, I subscribe to like
right.
100, 150.
100, jeez.
But I don't listen to them all. Like I listen
Right.
to like 5% of that. Like I just when one interesting out of 50 come up, I want to hear that one.
Right.
So I might not
Yeah.
listen to 50 episodes, but when that one that I really want, I get a lot out of it. So it's worth. I mean, you can subscribe to as many as you want, so I don't care. I'll just do it, and then the feed will show me.
Yeah, I think
Probably too many is the answer.
I think I'm subscribed to like 30, 35, but I religiously listen to like maybe 4 of them where like I have like, oh, here's a new episode. I gotta play it. So, and then
Yeah,
like there's where
probably the
like
same.
I take a chance for like the sports with Kate Nolan. I didn't know anything about it. Jumped into it, watched like or listened to a number of episodes. I'm in.
Yeah.
True Spies, So like there's a bunch of shows I'll jump in and out of, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I like about 4 I listen to every week when the new one hits. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Spotify is good about discovery. If you
yes.
go to their podcast section, they really mix it up. You could just
They
try
got
it.
a lot. Yeah,
Try
they
it
got a lot.
for 10 minutes. You hate it. Well, move on. There's 1,000 other ones.
You can also find us on Spotify as well if you didn't know.
You sure can.
So Manny, what are your nerd outs for this week?
I
nerd out.
finally finished Hannibal.
Holy crap. He actually did it.
I know, I actually did it, and I'm happy with it. The ending, I'm kind of sad that it ended.
Was it 3 seasons?
It was 3
Mhm.
seasons, and the last season touched upon the Red Dragon story, so that was really cool.
I saw they added Red Dragon, I think, on Netflix.
Yeah, they added Red Dragon, and they added Silence of the Lambs to Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I wanted to watch was Hannibal. They didn't add Hannibal,
Yeah.
which was. But
what,
I
Rising
am gonna watch
the other
Red
one?
Dragon again. No, what was that? No, the regular Hannibal.
Okay, nobody cares about Hannibal Rising.
No, I don't think so. I am gonna watch Red Dragon again especially because I got the story stuck in my head and it's kind of fresh, so I want to do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I watched one episode of The Boys. It was kind of boring. I don't know if you guys watched one episode of it. It was kind of boring, but it still had enough. It still had enough scenes where it kind of caught you, but then it kind of just kept going. Like Violet isn't really feeling this season, and I remember the first episode of season 1, she was hooked. So I guess I'm venturing into that on my own.
There's 3 right now, right?
I think there's more because today's Friday, so there's probably 4. I think
I've
they
been meaning
released
to
3.
watch, but I haven't.
Yeah, they release 3 and then they come out every Friday. And then no movies. I don't think so. Nope, nothing that really comes to head. And just kind of going into fantasy football. Like the only podcast that I really, well, not the older one, but the one I listen to religiously is a fantasy football podcast. I actually listen to 2 of them. And I try to keep up with them every day. At least one in the morning, or I save one for the next day or something like that. But yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, I'm waiting for the PlayStation 5 to kind of drop and see what that is.
Yeah, they were said this week, but yeah, they're probably re-strategizing now after all the
I feel like for my nerd outs, I want to
Xbox
try
news.
movies, but I just don't have the time to watch the movies I want to.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. You watch a lot more movies than I do, I think, than, well, maybe Sunny watches, but I think Sunny just rewatches stuff. You actually kind of dive in to some weird stuff like Spree. I would have never thought to watch that.
Yeah, we were bored, man. We needed something to watch after the kids were asleep, and we're looking for some kind of thriller type. That's what we really like a not necessarily full horror, but that kind of thriller type. So there's not much. I mean, we've seen a lot, and every time we browse Netflix and stuff, we're like, can't find nothing. So every once in a while, something decent will come.
I'm probably gonna start watching Lovecraft, but you made me sad saying that it's not special. Which kind of sucks.
It's not that it's not special. I don't know.
Oh God, I'm gonna see.
Just get to the 3rd episode and then tell me what you think.
All right.
It's not going to be hard to. It is entertaining and everything.
So far it's entertaining.
Yeah,
so far,
it maintains that.
Far, I'm liking the characters for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Tick is at least kind of watchable, and you kind of want to know more about him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It kind of hit me though, is that I don't know. It might be just kind of how the world is now, and kind of bringing racism to the forefront.
Yeah.
To show you that it still really is there.
Mm-hmm.
But this show, I mean, it shows it a lot more. And I'm like, damn, dude, like I couldn't even imagine living back then.
Yeah,
and
man.
Just seeing people get treated like that and
terrible,
things like
man.
that. It does it better. It does it better there. And I don't think Watchmen, his whole attention was to bring racism to the forefront like this one, but it touched upon it, right? This one is like Watchmen times 5.
Yes.
So,
and that's part of what started to get to me, because it was like, I'm trying to escape, and I know this is an issue, and I don't want to like diminish that, but I'm trying to be entertained, not like depressed, and like you guys are really, really like straying from what I came for, which is the monsters, the Lovecraft. So it's like, I don't mind if you put that in there. Like with Watchmen, that only enhanced the story, but right now it just feels like it's taking over the whole show. So,
well, I think it's kind of, so I haven't watched it yet, but from what you guys are saying, it sounds like they did like a nice twist, because Lovecraft was pretty racist.
Well, yeah,
he was.
They even mention it in the show. So
yeah, it's nice to see that little twist of like, well, now, because like in majority of his stories, it's white protagonist, and the bad guy's usually a black person or a native person or a brown person. It's like, hey, these guys are uneducated and they're all heathens and devils. It's like, all right, man, calm down, fuck shit. But yeah, so I think it's really nice to like, well, not nice, but
very ironic.
Yeah,
good irony.
I think that's fine. It's just the way they handle it is just like, damn, man. Like, I mean, this is not even a Lovecraft. I mean, I don't know. Why did you even call it Lovecraft? like, I don't know, man.
I mean, again,
Yeah, I will. I mean,
So
it's
how
still
are you
entertaining.
caught up, Frank?
I am one behind. I'm done with the first 3 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought there was 5. No, maybe there is 4.
I think the 4th just occurred, but actually, in 2 days, the 5th one's gonna come out. So I'm gonna be 2 behind by Sunday. So.
plenty of time to catch up. Ding.
Yeah, I gotta catch
Yeah,
up.
there is only 4. Okay.
Yeah, no, it is a good show. It's well made, and the characters are good, and everything. It's just kind of, I don't know. I felt like the script got flipped on me. And it's like, dude, I mean, we're dealing with this in real life. I don't know if I also want that in my entertainment too. And it's good that it's shedding light. I mean, I'm not saying anything against that. I'm just saying that,
All right.
you know, I'm trying to be entertained here.
The other thing too is, I mean, when was this really made? Like last year, like when they were filming it.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where it's perfect timing,
Mm-hmm.
but then for people who do kind of want to escape it, and still support the movement, but sometimes you just want to just refresh yourself.
Yeah.
It's one
And
of
I,
those
you
things.
know, I want the monster stuff, man. I mean, I put both in there, but don't like do 90% political and 10% monster. So it's like, dude, that's too much. I can't deal with that kind of scale tipping there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep watching it, man. I mean, it is a good show, so we'll see.
I set a goal for myself for next week. I'm going to be caught up, so we'll see. I remember when Elena was born. What was the name of the show? Do you remember?
Like what? Last January?
Yeah, there was a show that I binge watched.
Yeah, when you were stuck in the hospital.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't when I was stuck in the hospital. It was when we were home,
Yeah.
and it was such a
Yeah.
cool concept. It was like a Spanish. It wasn't a show, but the concept was from a Spanish horror. Man, what was the name of it?
It wasn't the platform? No, right?
Nope, it wasn't the platform. That was
That was later.
a movie. That was a
Yeah.
movie,
Mm-hmm.
and that was good as well. Let me see if
Huh.
I can find it. Fantasy sci-fi.
Something else. I don't. The only thing I can think of is Money Heist, but that's about it. I don't know. Yeah. Anything else?
I remember you were like, yeah, you were cranking it, man, through all those shows. You were like, dude, this is a good show. Dude, this is a good show. I'm like,
What was the
damn,
name
dude, I've
of
been
that
trying to watch
show?
that for years.
It was a horror. I think it was horror. I'm gonna find it right now. I bet. Nope.
Nope.
Was it the one with the? Oh no, that's
Suspense.
Tigers Are Not Afraid.
Now I'm gonna find it. The Outsider.
Oh, the HBO.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is good.
Outsider.
It's good.
That is good. Excellent.
People did complain that it took a long time to get to the actual.
I didn't care, dude. Like I actually.
It was great though. No, it was excellent.
The first episode got me like towards the end, like when you finally see the bad guy. Like I'm getting goosebumps right now because I was hooked.
Oh yeah.
Where you actually see him and they zoom in on his face. I was so creeped out that I just kept watching it. I put it on right now so I could watch that one scene again. I don't know if is it at the end? It might not be at the end.
That was
no. It's not. It's not at the end. It's like towards the end. I'm trying to find it where they just zoom in on the guy who you think is going to be the bad guy, and it's just so creepy. If you guys haven't seen the show, you guys should watch the show.
It is really
Definitely.
Good. Have you guys? I'm assuming you guys all watched it then.
Yeah, I finished it.
Okay.
Yeah, and
you too, Sonny.
Yeah, HBO really knocks them out of the park. I tell you.
Watchmen. Oh, what? The only one I snoozed on was Perry Mason.
Oh, you know, to me, the first 2 episodes really got me. It felt awesome.
You watched?
It started to drag. I'm like, oh fuck, I hate that.
I know, man. That's what happens.
Damn, you had so much promise too.
Yeah. Well,
And-
it's
and
like
for
some of those
any-
shows, like they love to just like, okay, here's two really cool episodes, and then it's like, okay, now we're gonna go back 20 years for the next 5 episodes, and then we'll get back to that cool stuff we just did. It's like, no, dude, how about you don't? You just come on,
Yeah,
keep going.
there's a
I hate that.
tendency to do that because the
Yeah.
Outsider, fantastic. Uh, True Detective season one, phenomenal, blew my mind. I thought it was fantastic.
Mm.
HBO again, they have more free reign to go all the way with the concepts of stories and all that kind of thing. So that really helps them like just bring some masterpieces out.
Oh yeah, man.
HBO, fantastic.
What about The Leftovers? Was that good? I think
The
Manny was
Leftovers,
on it, but
The Leftovers was good for the first season for the most part. I can't
Mhm.
find the scene that I'm really talking about. The Leftovers was good for the first season, and then the second season I believe I watched, and it
Mhm.
wasn't too bad, and then I fell off. But
Mm.
I think for the Leftovers, the concept is what really made that show. And then, in my opinion, it never really fulfilled itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Mm.
How
That,
about what's it called? I forgot
up?
already. No, I forgot. Anyway,
I smell
yeah.
HBO.
No, there's always some good stuff on there.
Oh, that is
And there's so
fantastic.
many from the past that I was gonna ask Westworld, does anybody care about that? Do you guys like that show?
Season one is good.
Yeah.
See,
That's
two,
the
I
I
only
haven't.
one
couldn't
I
get
saw.
into season 2.
Hmm.
No. But watch Barry season
Bears
one.
Oh
awesome.
yeah. Very.
Great, great,
And there's so
great.
many in the past, man. There's a million shows they've done.
I found the scene. Found it. It's one of those scenes, dude, where
The Outsider, episode 1.
it's in episode 1. It's actually in the middle. But it's one of those scenes, just like in James Bond in Skyfall, where it start like the person talking or the person in interest starts all the way at the end of the scene or at the end of the shot and then walks towards you or the camera walks towards it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
love those fucking scenes, dude. And this one did it. And with the music, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, the music just made it that much more creepier. It's
And where
so good.
and where is he at this point? Where are they? And they're in that bar, or where the heck are they?
No, they're not in the bar. He's just out in the open. The
The creature,
guys.
the outsider.
Yeah, and
Wait,
I guess
see where he's by the bushes or something, doing his Michael Myers impression, or I'm trying to
yeah,
remember.
yeah.
Okay,
Kinda.
okay.
He's not hiding at all. He's just in
No,
plain sight.
he's standing there. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he's in a hoodie and like by the
yeah.
cars.
Green hoodie. What I'm talking about starts at probably the 30. Nah, not 33. About the 33 and 10 seconds. 33-minute, 10-second mark.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. And it's such a good scene. I like that one a lot.
Nice.
That's what sold me. Sold me.
No, yeah, man. That one kept my attention. I kept wanting to know more. I was like, holy crap! I gotta keep watching this.
And what's so good is that once you finally finish it, the last episode, I think, has so many like what ifs and like so many
Mhm.
questions it brings up. Like, yeah, it's good.
And there's still more to uncover, I think. But you got a conclusion though, so
Yeah.
it's not like they.
You did.
Stephen King is so good though.
Yeah, yeah.
I love Stephen King. Jesus, he's just
Oh,
really
yeah.
good.
I didn't even realize it was him. Honestly.
Yeah. That was his newest book, I think.
My God, man. It's just an
Yeah.
unending fountain of stories, man, that guy.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I mean, he's been at it for what, 40 years?
I'm bad at math, so I'm gonna go with yes.
Since what, 70s?
Maybe.
Since
about that.
before what's that movie, The Shining? Before
Shining?
that. So I mean, yeah. It's like, dude,
Before
been at it.
Shining, before it, because I don't really count those as my first introduction. I
Yeah.
guess you can. I count those as my first introduction
Yeah.
to Stephen King, but
You
in
could.
movie form. My first book form I was introduced was, I think it's called The Skeleton Key or The Skeleton Crew, and it was just
yeah.
a collection of different stories on there, and the first story was The
That sounds
Mist,
good.
and
Yep.
that's what just sold me, and that's the first
Nice.
time I actually bought into something before I was even huge, and so when the movie came out, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that one. I read the book.
Nice.
And there's some other ones. I didn't get too far. I probably read maybe like 4 or 5 stories, but nothing was as good as The Mist, for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah, man. Some of those
Yeah,
little
nothing was
stories.
as good.
I would
And I
like to
think
read
that
this
one's probably
first.
one. I think that's probably one of the longest stories in that book. You know, it was one of the first ones, so that was
Yeah.
kind of cool.
For him, I mean, you may not remember what, like 100 pages or 50 or.
No, I think it was like about 100 pages. I think it was pretty good. Like the book itself was pretty thick.
Yeah.
That one, I
His
think that
books
was,
are like 1,000 pages each or something.
yeah, and that one, that story was at least 100 pages, probably more than that.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I want to read that. Yeah. The anthology style one is probably one I could do because I don't think I
Those
could
are
sit
good.
through a 1,000-page book.
Yeah,
I'm just not a reader, man. I
He does
just
take
suck
it.
at it.
That go through those because like
I read so slow, dude. It's like,
when I was a teenager, I read those books I read them like nobody's business. But now I'm like, I can't read this much. I'm too old. My eyes hurt. But I'll listen to like an audio version of it,
yeah.
and it's just really good. Like I went back to listen to Gerald's Game. Uh, Still a fantastic book.
Mm,
Um, I'm rereading Doctor Sleep now, and I actually plan on buying The Outsider on in book form because it's only like $10 on Amazon right now. I
it's
think I
pretty good.
want it.
What, Audible or what?
No, just
Just.
paperback.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember
like
when Doctor Sleep came out, I was like, man, I really want to read this book so bad, and I tried, and I just couldn't. And
yeah.
and then, well, at least I got the movie, but
No, yeah, like I mean, like it's when it comes to like reading book, like it. I think the first two chapters have to catch me. Otherwise, it's a slog because like there are
hmm
books I just blew through them like in days. I was like, I have to know what's happening now. I have to know what's next. And some I'm like, dude, please move on. This is so
I've never
freaking
had
boring.
that before.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
yeah,
guess
like
some books, because they try to describe everything. Like they're like, his
yeah.
shoe had brown stains because he is a leather worker or something. It's like,
No, yeah, it's too
well,
much.
that's
It's
probably a
too
bad
much.
example. I mean, I'm sure there's
No,
really
no,
a lot
yeah,
of great
but
books
like
out
yeah,
there,
like
but
some some writers and some books they tend to linger on the details way too much, and it's just a slog sometimes to read them. Um,
yeah.
King can get points in the book which is like, oh, dude, you gotta go on, but
hmm
then you get chapters like, oh, okay, never mind, I'm in. um,
Can't believe how many stories that guy has churned out, and they're all good, man.
Now you want to talk about universe? His universe is
Uh,
awesome.
It's
uh,
enormous, dude. There's what,
it's, it's
100
awesome.
story, 200 stories? Who knows how many?
Man, I
Yeah.
didn't know the Skeleton Crew was that old. It was in 1985. So when I found it,
85? Dang.
I guess it was. Of course, it was. But anyway, I shared it with you guys on our
Yep. I'm
on our
looking at it.
chat, so you could see it. That was
And
that book.
what made you pick that up as a
I don't
kid?
know. I don't know. I was middle school. I
Yeah.
I don't know. I know I went to a bookstore because my mom was going to visit one of her favorite authors, and I'm
hmm
just walking around. I don't know, and I saw that, and I'm like, I'm gonna pretend to read, and I actually read it, and then I got hooked, and I bought it.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it was good. It
That's
was
cool.
funny. I still remember. Picking out that book and reading it, and reading the whole scene. I remember before math class, I would read it and all that, and that got me into wanting to read like Jurassic Park,
Mm.
um, for
Okay.
paperback, The Lost World. and I read those, and that was awesome. And then I read Prey from Michael Crichton.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pronounce his name wrong.
Crichton or something.
Yeah, Prey was really good. Prey was about nanobots, and I'm surprised that was never made into a movie. I was waiting for that to become a movie. So that
was it more like on the horror side?
Really, yeah, it's like a horror kind of thing. It's almost like Terminator-ish, but not Terminator-ish. But basically, the nanobots turn against you.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty good because if you know anything about nanobots and nanotechnology, that's basically it. It's so like, good. I can't. If you know what nanotechnology was, that's what it does. So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, guys. Good chat, everybody.
Call it a day today.
Let's call it a day.
All right. So for anyone out there finding us for the first time, you can listen to the audio version of this podcast on Spotify or any podcasting app. You can watch the video portion of this on YouTube. Type 3 Nerds on a Sunday. Keep up to date with stuff with us, and when the episodes drop, you can follow us on Facebook, and that's where we're most active. So 3 Nerds on a Sunday, and that is episode 20 something. 23?
23-ish. Yep.
23? Really?
23.
Yeah, I think so.
And the boat just keeps on going.
That's crazy, man.
I don't believe it.
It's gonna be 23.
Sweet. So thank you guys.
23 weeks. What was the?
Oh yeah.
What was series 1? What did we go up to? 40 or 30? 42? 31?
I don't even know if we did 42.
No, I think we did like 20, like 20-ish.
22 or something.
The series 2 was like 25, 26.
I thought it was shorter.
No, series 2 I think was 12 episodes.
Yeah, like 12.
Yeah,
to 15.
We stopped at Infinity War.
Yep. Yep.
Maybe. Oh.
Hey, we're doing good, and we're not planning to stop. So, thanks for listening.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.